Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Friday morning, afternoon or evening across the world where you may be at. And today I've got a BBC News article for you called False Online Posts Fuel Self-Diagnosis, says study. And it's basically talking about ADHD and autism. So as an autistic neurodivergent woman, I thought I'd read through the article and then give my thoughts towards the end. The article was uploaded on the end of March. So it says, inaccurate social media posts about attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and autism are linked to a rise in young people believing they have neurodevelopmental conditions. Experts from the University of East Anglia, UEA in Norwich, and the Mental Health Trust, Norfolk and Suffolk Foundation Trust examined the quality of information on social media. They analysed several studies that had assessed posts on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram and X, and said there was a clear need for more high-quality information on social media. Dr. Alice Carter from UEA said 52% of ADHD-related videos and 41% of autism videos on TikTok were inaccurate, something that TikTok has since disputed. Researchers examined 27 studies concerning 5,057 social media posts. The rating given for misinformation ranged from 0% for videos about anxiety and depression from YouTube Kids to 56.9% for claustrophobia videos on YouTube, the authors wrote in the Journal of Social Media Research. The researchers said misinformation prevalence was consistently higher on TikTok than any other platform. YouTube Kids was the only platform to have no misinformation on some topics, likely due to their implementation of stricter content moderation and prioritization of all child-friendly content. The research found that posts about ADHD and autism were more likely to contain misinformation compared with mental health topics. Dr. Eleanor Chapman from UA's Norwich Medical School said many young people were turning to social media to understand their symptoms. While this questioning can be a helpful starting point, it's important these questions lead to a proper clinical assessment with a professional, as well as leading to misunderstanding of serious conditions and pathologizing ordinary behaviour. Misinformation can also lead to delayed diagnosis for people that actually do need the help. TikTok's algorithms can often push misinformation, the author said, and they call for strengthened content moderation. A spokesperson for TikTok has hit back at what it called a flawed study that relied on outdated research about multiple platforms. The facts is that we remove harmful health misinformation and provide access to reliable information from the World Health Organization so our community can express themselves on what matters to them and find the support. Judith Brown, head of evidence and research at the National Autistic Society, said the study showed how rapidly misinformation can be spread on social media. Social media companies should think about how to improve their platforms to prevent the spread of misinformation. So that's the end of the actual BBC article. So I'm going to read my thoughts that I've written down here. So my thoughts. I agree that some social media can be problematic. If not researched properly, I feel a lot of people are generally wanting the answers to why they are different and to search for social media to do so. I agree that social media can be a good thing, but I agree again that there is a lot of misinformation on the internet. However, neurodevelopmental conditions are better researched by people who have lived experience or parents, carers who live with people who experience neurodevelopmental conditions. As an autistic woman, I was shocked to hear that 52% of ADHD and 41% of autistic video posts have been rated inadequate. That is quite scary to me, and quite a scary statistic and dangerous, how easily that videos are being uploaded on the internet. I do agree that social media companies do need to take more responsibility for the information that is uploaded, and better content moderation needs to be checked before uploads are allowed to be published. However, social media is a wide spectrum of different people sharing their journeys and experiences. I think that we shouldn't limit the freedom of speech, but again, it's a great way and a great head start to find answers to questions that you may have on your journey of researching of why you've always been different and what you want to do about finding out about diagnosis or assessment, or even how to get on the assessment pathway to begin with. I think social media does need to be a good starting point for people, but again, I am worried that social media has been taken advantage of when it comes to being used as a way to assess or potentially diagnose something that you may or may not have. Again, it is important. I'm not a medical professional, but it is important that you do go to a medical professional. It is important that you do seek the right medical support, the medical help. It is important that you do write down your list of traits, symptoms, behaviours, so that your GP or primary carer or anyone that you go to for your medical support, medical help, can understand you and help guide you in the right direction with regards to whether you need to be assessed, whether it's a telephone call, a video call, or everything else. I think online presence is good. I think there is a lot of genuine good content out there. I think there is a lot of content that is out there to help people. There is a lot of medical staff online who do have channels that I will link some good doctors that I watch here on YouTube down below my video description, who actually do have medical licenses to help people. So again, social media can be a good thing. For me, it's been a good thing because it's helped me to find myself, to identify myself. It's helped me to meet other creators who are in the same niche as me or have the same diagnosis as me. I think it can only be a good thing for friendships as well, building friendships online, getting to know people, knowing how to communicate, knowing how to search for things and different video topics to help you. I think again, it's down to each social media company to moderate their content and to make sure people are being guided to the right kind of videos, the right topics, the right kind of questions, the right kind of answers. So yeah, I agree social media can be dangerous, but again, overall for me, it's been nothing but a good thing. I create content myself, so I'm aware that I have to make sure I put up the right amount of content, the right quality of content, the accurate kind of content. I make sure that I research everything that I film before I upload it. I have websites linked down below and usually medical journals or government articles to back up what I'm saying, so I will link all resources down below in my video description. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing my thoughts and I will see you on the next one. Bye.